fire, blood, explosives, war. This is the Forever Winter. If you haven't heard of this game yet, Forever Winter is a PvE looter extraction set in the year 20XX, where war is the only thing that has been happening for as long as anybody can remember. Your goal is to try to survive in the middle of this war, picking up odd jobs for different factions or scavenging the battlefield. Is this game starting to sound a little familiar to you? If you're interested in learning more about this game, I have 2 other videos talking about this game on launch as well as 6 months later. Now let us dive into the updates and changes they have made since the last time I talked about the Forever Winter. My account got reset. I don't know why or really how this happened, honestly. This annoys me a lot because I had a good amount of quest progress as well as unlocking a majority of the maps. And I know I've been gone a while, but they took out the water draining in real time aspect a long time ago. Regardless, in the interest of time and also the fact that I don't want to spend the next 2 weeks grinding water just to make this video, I'll be using clips from the Fundog Studio update blog. And I'll be sure to link every single update in the description below with the title and everything if you want to go read them for yourself. Alright, enough boring stuff. Let's talk about the changes already. First up, we are going all the way back to the April update. As stated in the update blog itself, many new quests were added, specifically the ability to unlock Bunko as a quest giver once you earn enough rep with him. My favorite part of all this is the Railgun edition. This weapon comes in 3 parts, which can be manufactured in your weapons crafting terminal. It should be noted that each part of the Railgun is carried by a single scav, so you're going to need to find 2 others to help you carry this gun out into the field. And by the way, once it's assembled, you cannot take it down, so choose your targets wisely. Other changes in this update are some new skins to support the team and a Stairway Night mode. There's also a list of a bunch of minor fixes ranging from map collision cleanups to enhanced AI. I will make sure to link each update down in the description in case any of you wanted to read it for yourself. Next up, we got the May update, in honor of V-Day. Fundog keeps adding features that are making this world feel more real and more alive. With this update, they added the Theater of War feature. This update allows scavs to pull back the curtain and earn the right to see the current status of war in each region. Regions now have 3 radar walkers. These things are creepy as hell, but they can be decrypted and hacked by the scavs to reveal the current faction controlling the region. Thrown grenades are finally added to the scav arsenal, finally giving us a bit more breathing room for options for when we run out of ammo. You got the classic frag grenade and cluster nades, but the scrambler nade has a special purpose. As the name suggests, it blocks all the signal of enemy factions, allowing you to dispatch them without being reported back to HQ. They added a global reinforcement system. This makes the world feel so much more reactive to your actions, and 2 new enemies. A Yoruska field commander and the Opals, which I like to call mechanically accurate Angels of Death. Here is a nice little update summary list that they gave at the end of this update blog. Again, I'll link the entire thing below if you want to look at this for yourself. Up next is the June Babel update. I love Fundog and I love Forever Winter, but finally we're getting an update where the focus is looking more inwards to polish some of the aspects of the game and make it generally less buggy. But of course, this isn't a real Forever Winter update without at least a few new pieces of content being added. We got a brand new region where you're basically fighting in the clouds. We have new grenades, the decoy grenades, and a new boss, the Euruscan Clotletta, aka the Meat Man. Personally, I'm more excited to hear about the improvements they're making to the different systems of their game. Improvements to the enemy AI sensors and investigation, and improved combat infantry behaviors. And code performance improvements make me smile and giddy with excitement, because I have a bad computer and I have trouble running this game sometimes. Alright, I literally don't know any other game who will make my jaw drop consistently with their updates. With the July Lost Angels update, Europa introduces even more firepower with the Stilt Walkers, and not to mention another region and quest as well. It seems like every month Fundog is adding more enemy types, bosses, maps, and even more quests. If they keep going at this rate, I can't even begin to imagine what the full game's gonna look like. I want to go back and talk about the Stilt Walker for a second. I mean, look at this machine of death. I just want to give it hats off to whoever designed this, because god damn. Alright, moving on. This update also had a variety of improvements and bug fixes. Again, if you want to read into more details on what these specific improvements are, it's all linked down below. The August Flesh Wrap updates. New skins were added to support the developers. Once I panic sell some of my CSGO skins, I'm definitely buying that Gunhead skin. Come on. Anyways, they added a new stamina system designed to fit each character in a way that makes more sense. Scav Girl can sprint for longer periods, but she is more impacted by heavy loads. Bagman, on the other hand, can't sustain a sprint for as long, but is less impacted by it. We also finally got some consumable animations. I'm talking about smoking, baby. We can finally smoke the cigarettes. I've been personally waiting for this one a while. We got Babel's Night Mode, which makes the doom and gloom at 10,000 feet all the more elevated. See what I did there? And my favorite part of any update, hearing that they're making changes and or fixes to the enemy AI, making it way more realistic in investigating, fighting, or even just being on patrol. I want to take a moment to talk about the early access anniversary video. When it first came out a month ago, I did plan on making this video and releasing it alongside that, but life happened, so I'm a little late to the party. I do apologize. But I too would like to reflect on the changes and how this game feels to play now. When Forever Winter first launched, my friends and I said similar things. You know, the world, the art style, the visual look of the game is there. There's a stylized choice in the world Fundog has built that if you look in any direction of any map and take a screenshot, most people who know the game would immediately tell you, oh yeah, that's the world of Forever Winter. Playing the game at launch was hilarious, to say the least. You know, there were flying tanks, there were big mechs going around getting stuck in certain position, and a ton of bugs. But the game now feels so good to play. It's immersive with the HUD disappearing from time to time, it feels alive with the reactive global reinforcement system, and the AI feels much smarter than it was before. Alright, we're getting close now with the September update, the Rats in the Walls. This is a huge update. They completely changed how the scavs interacted with the maps. The tunnel system acts as another layer to the world, finally showing us exactly how we scavs travel to and from the battlefields. Although it seems annoying to go through the tunnels just to get to your destinations, they do allow you to fast travel so long as you have the drones and water to pay for it. So, if you're a new player, you're just gonna have to walk it. Don't worry though, with the addition of the tunnels, they modified the loot tables to adjust. Now some items are found exclusively in the tunnels, and the deeper you go, the more likely you are to find loot and loot locations, so push as deep as you dare. They also added 2 new innards extensions to upgrade, the shooting range and the personal quarters, which directly increases your health so long as your scav is rested. Not to mention, they also gave us an additional quest slot, so now we can have 4 active quests at the same time instead of 3. The new tunnel system seems like we got our own roguelike. With the tunnels being rearranged every 24 hours, you can start at level 1 and keep pushing deeper. I don't know, is anyone else treating the tunnels like a roguelike in Forever Winter, or is it just me? Let me know down in the comments. And now we are at our most recent update, the October Nuke Bites update. First and foremost, let's talk about the blind Mother Courage that roams around the tunnels. This is scary as hell, but also badass as hell. And not to mention, failing the hack on the creepy towers to gain info now results in an unfortunate demise as the tower deals with your unauthorized access attempt. So no pressure when you're hacking those towers. But the big part of this update is the new compression technology they added to the game that decreases the game size and supposedly is less demanding on your storage. So that's cool. Again, the majority of this update is the minor improvements to the game, which is listed on screen here, as well as linked down below for you to look for yourself. Looking back at the monthly updates this year, Fundog Studio is going hard, to put it shortly. Every month they are giving the player base new enemies to see in-game, new bosses to hunt, new quests to complete, and new maps to explore, and even new weapons to play around with. The world of Forever Winter is truly unique, and I'm so glad it's in the hands of the people at Fundog, because the game right now looks so different from what we had at launch, and I am so thankful for that. Thank you, Fundog, for grinding out these monthly updates like it was an assignment due. I can't think of another studio that keeps putting out so much content every month. Just to remind everyone, this is still an early access game. They're going to add a lot more content before this is fully released. I, for one, am so excited to see where they go, because everything I've seen so far is fucking awesome. From the gigantic stilt walkers, raining hellfire down to the towering scenes of Babel, I'm so happy that I get to walk the world of Forever Winter as it's changing and growing. My name is Kevin, and I like to talk about things that I find interesting. Take care out there, scavs.